Welcome to Feedback for Coffee, episode 2. I'm Rob Hope from One Page Love, and this is my video series where I provide constructive feedback on landing pages. First up is this landing page for ChatMod. It's a SaaS service built by Seth Louis, where he provides a platform for anyone who's got a Telegram community. And, he provides the tools you need to automate things, like bot removal, referrals, and so on. And, just straight off the bat, it's a clean design. I quite like this purple dark color scheme. It looks slick. It fits the current trends, with SaaS services. And, first criticism, just a weird space left of the logo here. It doesn't fit the spacing on the right here, just to the right of the navigation that matches down the right of the screen. So I just bring that in a little bit. Overall good client logos, looks slick. Scroll down, cool custom icons just to highlight the features, more client logos, pretty straightforward pricing table. So my biggest takeaway on this page, there's no testimonial from a real person. So we've got our client logos, which strengthens things a bit, but I want to know from a real person, what they thought after using the service. So I'll give you a great example. A company called Lightcash here. I want a testimonial by the founder of Lightcash. And within that testimonial, it must highlight a feature. So ever since signing up with ChatMod, spam bots have gone down 20 to 30%. So there it is, real person using the service, you're saving him time because he was probably manually removing these bots. Another thing that I took away from the site, pricing, it's free, basic, premium, it's 0, 100, 250. And it's quite a simple pricing model, but it doesn't make it abundantly clear what is included feature-wise. So you talk about one channel, or 3 channels on the last one, and then it's just got a limit of users. And he talks about our mission is to be the best tool. It's maybe a bit wordy within a pricing table, less than a cup of coffee a day, I get that. But I would like to know if it includes everything, because a lot of these SaaS services, restrict the full feature set in the free tier. And I just want to, ensure that that's the case. So just either add maybe even all 6 features here, add them in every single pricing tier, just making it abundantly clear, or just a tick that says all features, all features, all features. That'll bring on to my next point. When you're at the point of doubt, and it's common in a landing page, is to add an FAQ below the pricing table. So I see in the top here, we've got FAQs, and because the header is not sticky and it's not visible at all times, when I'm at this point of doubt, I have to scroll, I'm looking for FAQs, and I have to go all the way to the top to find that FAQs. Bit of a fail in my opinion. I would make this FAQ, I'd take that whole FAQ section and I'd put it in this page. And furthermore, I would make a sticky header. So as you start scrolling, I'm going to do a demo right here, and there appears the ChatMod logo to the left. The original navigation just shifts slightly to the left, and there's your button, start a free trial, is visible at all times, to try and just maximize those conversions. So as you start scrolling, that header appears. And so now when I'm at the point of, looking at the features, I'm thinking, oh, cool, what's the pricing? And there's the pricing link in the header, and it smooth scrolls me down to the pricing table. And again, smooth scrolls me down to the FAQs. Just quickly looking at the mobile adaption, there was this weird overflow to the right. You see this gap here to the right, and I want to get rid of that. I'm wondering what is the issue. So if you look here, you can actually see that the device is flowing over. So if I inspect this element and I just take a quick look, I can see that this element here has got a width of 110. When I change that to 90%, you can see it brings in the device a bit. There's no longer that dead space to the right. So yeah, just my biggest takeaway is just ensure that all your images are within the width of the mobile view. Last takeaway here on mobile is that client logos are just a bit too big. They take a lot of real estate in the long scrolling page. You've got the logos sort of twice, and then you talk about that. I would almost resize the second set of logos down and remove the original ones completely. Just a quick takeaway, but good job on the page. Okay, second up is this landing page. It's a concept, and we're looking at it through Envision app, but it's for a company that helps you with refinancing, or it helps you with getting a good home loan rate. They're the middleman. They talk like they work with other lenders and so on. So especially because this is, in this category of finance, and, there's a lot of money and it's quite sensitive, obviously finances and buying a home and so on. It needs to be secure and confidential, like they say, but it needs to seem established. I don't really want to, use anyone that's new. I want to give all my credentials to someone who's done it before, or, thousands of times. Convince me that you are going to be the one that is going to help me with my home loan. So, when I go down and you go to customers rate us 4.8 out of 5, that's excellent. It doesn't just say 5 stars, or it just feels like there's, even because there's a 4.8, it means there's a lot of testimonials in the average to create an average. If you said 4.87, I'd be even more convinced. So yeah, just a quick credit on the design. The hero image, I think it's great. Here's the dream, the picket fence, walking with the family, kids on the bicycle, going through, friendly icons, approachable, testimonial, great. I would say these logos I would maybe gray out. They take quite a lot of focus. I am being critical. And then you've got a whole bunch of call to action buttons. So my biggest takeaway on this page in the beginning is there's a lot going on. There's a lot of action buttons. And within landing pages, we like to focus on a conversion, but it's generally just one action. We got here, talk to Melanie, book an appointment, continue application. I want to finance, buy a home, choose a time. There's too much going on here. So there's 2 main actions I can see, and that's obviously I want to refinance, I want to buy a home. So I'm going to get back to those, but at the bottom, I would almost say these should be pushed to the footer, because once someone scrolls to the bottom, it means they haven't really got what they were after in a landing page, and maybe those will help or send them in the right place. So 3 little blocks in the footer that say like calculate, stamp duty, and whatever. Just get them out the way of this long scrolling page that's focused on the conversion of wanting to refinance or wanting to buy a home. So even these 2 points, these could be 2 completely separate landing pages. So remember, the intro line must identify with the user's problem. So not happy with your current home loan, consider refinancing. And then it's like, I want to refinance, and then embed a form here, or just say your first name and like begin, and just get that conversion going straight away before scrolling. And then secondly, I want to buy a home. How could you identify with a problem that someone's having? Why have they landed up on your site? So maybe you start off in saying, have an unusual job title. We will help you create a attractive profile for the banks. And that landing page is linked to ad campaigns that are maybe targeting entrepreneurs, saying, do you have an unusual job title and struggling to get a home loan? We specialize in that. And it sends you to the landing page. When you arrive, it identifies with the problem straight away. And lastly, just on this page, just another big point is you talk about talk to Melanie. I want to identify with a person. Maybe Melanie's the founder of this person, or she's the lady that makes it all happen. Have a photo of her and say, hey, I'm Melanie, I'm in charge here. My team has done this. Then within the testimonials, we'll say like, Melanie is the reason why I'm now living in my home, or something like that. And it goes, after trying 5 different banks, Melanie and her team were the ones that helped secure the home loan. It also really helps. It feels like you're going to speak to a person when it comes to this category of home loans. You're just dealing with banks and corporations. And I would just say that's a takeaway for this business. People helping people is really where you want to feel. You want to feel looked after, specialized, one-on-one. And yeah, I feel like that page could maybe strengthen with that a little bit in the design. So yeah, anyway, I hope that was very helpful. I'm trying to keep the landing page critiques to 2, so I can hopefully do 1 every single week. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you dig the videos that I'm making, and I'll see you next time.